Hey traders, you're welcome back to the Forex Geek channel. In this channel, we dive into effective Forex strategies that can help sharpen your trading skills. All right. Now, in this particular video, we are going to be talking about a classic system that has stood the test of time. All right. And that is the Donchian Breakout System. Now, in as much as this system is quite effective, it does not mean that it guarantees profit. Okay. So I just need to make mention of that before I proceed. Now, if you have been looking for a way to spot market breakouts and ride trends, all right, the strategy that I want to discuss in this video is what you need. Okay, so you might want to just grab your charts and let us get started. We're going to be starting with the basics. I'm just going to write the title of what we're discussing. Basically, we are discussing the Donchian Breakout System. All right, so let me just put that up here. Okay, now the Donchian Breakout System is based on the Donchian Channels indicator. Okay, and it's an indicator that tracks the highest high and lowest low of the price over a specified period. Okay, now the channels are plotted directly on your chart, forming three lines. The upper band shows highest high of the period, lower band shows lowest low of the period, middle line is average of the two, as usual. Okay, obviously, right? Now I just want to give like a brief overview before we dive into the more technicalities. Basically, the idea of this Donchian breakout system is simple, right? When the price breaks above the upper channel, or rather the upper band of the indicator, it signals a potential uptrend, and when it breaks below the lower band, it signals potential downtrend. Now, the key here is to use these breakouts as entry signals. Okay, now we're just going to be talking about setting up this indicator on your trading platform. All right, that's what we're going to talk about right now. So the first thing to do, of course, if you want to make use of this system, is to add the Donchian Channels indicator to your chart. Okay, so this indicator might not be readily available to you if you use the MetaTrader platform. So you might need to download it from an external site. You can check out the MT5 marketplace, or you can check Indicators Port. Right, Indicators Port is one of the sites I usually use. INDICATORSPOT. All right. So after downloading the indicator, because it's a custom indicator, you would have to add it to your indicators library for your MetaTrader platform. Okay, and you would have to restart your MT4 or 5 terminal before you will now be able to add it to your chart. So you go to Insert, you go to Indicators, you go to Custom, and you go to your Donchian channel. Okay, you make sure you allow DLL imports, it's important, and then you click on OK. So you can see this is the Donchian Channels indicator on our chart. Now, most platforms, okay, I'm just going to go to the settings, right? Okay, let's go to the inputs. Okay, now most platforms use a default period of 20. Okay, you can see that the default setting here is 20, but you can actually decide to experiment with different settings such as 10 or 50 depending on your trading style and the market's volatility. Okay, but we can just focus on these default settings. All right, you can use the 20 period setting for intraday or swing trading. It's a versatile option for capturing breakouts without too much noise. Okay, now take a look at this chart, right? You will notice how the price moves within the channel most of the time. Now, when it breaks above the upper band, when price breaks above the upper band, like this initial break that happened here, it creates a potential buy signal. So we would have had a good opportunity to buy around here after this initial breakout occurred, right? Similarly, when price breaks below the lower band, For example, what happened here? It's a good time to sell. So we had a sell opportunity right after. In fact, this is going to be around here when the price broke below this lower band, right? So now let us talk about entries and exits. You can see this is another example. After the price broke above the upper band, you can see that was a buy uh, a buy opportunity. And you can see how the price rose all the way to this point, right? And in this case, we can see we got a sell opportunity around here, right after this breakout. You can see how the price dropped all the way to this point. Okay, so talking about entries and exits, you have for a buy trade, you have to wait for the price to close above the upper band. Okay, but now whatever time frame that you are using, right? Whatever time frame that you are using, you should focus on the price activity with respect to that indicator, with respect to this indicator, on that particular time frame. Okay, so now let's go back to, I think we are on the, was it 30 minutes or 15 minutes time frame? Okay, I think we are on the 30 minutes. I can't remember anymore. I think it was 15 minutes. Okay, I think it was 15 minutes. Okay, so if you are trading on the 15 minutes, for example, then stick to 15 minutes, right? Do your analysis on 15 minutes, mark your breakouts on 15 minutes, enter your trade on 15 minutes, exit your trade on 15 minutes. But you can actually decide to go to a lower time frame, for precise entries, right? But basically, most of your analysis or your trade decisions should be done on that particular time frame that you want to trade on. Okay, so now in the case of waiting for price to close above the upper band, right? You can see that here we had a buy opportunity and the price closed above the upper band. So this would have been a good place to enter a buy, actually, if we are going to follow this system judiciously, right? So if you had entered a buy around here, then you'll be targeting any site of reversal, because this is literally a small time frame, right? This is literally a small time frame, so you are scalping. So you should be targeting any sign of a reversal and you exit immediately. So in this case, after the price had got to the newly formed upper boundary and showed sign of a reversal, I would have exited. Okay, but if you are trading on a higher time frame, you will notice that you might actually stay in the trades for longer. Let's just look for a good example. Now, let's look for a good example. Okay. For example, here you can see that after the price closed below, because in the case of for a sell trade, you wait for the price to close below the lower band. So after the price closed below, you can see that this was a good opportunity to enter a sell. And because this is a 1 hour time frame, so even after entering a sell, you would have still stayed in the trade for quite a period of time before you now got, reversal signs. Perhaps you would have exited around here. This would have been a good place to exit, or here if you had stayed longer, because these are signs of reversals, right? Or here. Okay, whichever. So basically, once you get your entry confirmation, you can enter your sell, set your stop loss right above the breakout point, and target support levels for your take profit. And then in the case of a buy, once you enter a buy trade, you can set your stop loss below the breakout point and target resistance zones for your take profit. Now, to improve your success rate, you might want to consider combining the Donchian Breakout System with other tools. For example, you can pay attention to volume analysis. Breakouts with high volume tend to be more reliable as they indicate strong market participation. So if you want to add volume analysis, you can just decide to add a volume indicator, for example, and then you watch out for spikes in volume during breakouts. For example, you can see we had a spike here. So in this scenario, once you have noticed the spike in volume and you notice how the candle is just getting longer, you can jump into the trade, especially if you are a scalper, right? Especially if you are a scalper. right? You can jump into the trade and set your stop loss above the breakout point and target support levels for your take profit, because the volume has confirmed that the breakout is valid. All right, in the case of a buy, the reverse is the case. Once you notice a spike in volume, you can enter, set stop loss below the breakout point and target resistance levels for your take profit. And then secondly, you can actually decide to add moving averages to your chart as well, right? You can use moving averages to confirm the overall direction of the trend, right? The overall trend direction before entering a trade. Okay, for example, if the price is above the moving average, you can focus on buy signals. If the price is below the moving average, you can focus on sell signals. Okay, and then finally, avoid choppy markets. This system works best in trending markets, so avoid using it in range bound conditions where false breakouts are more common. In a scenario like this, it's better to stay out as the market is ranging currently around here. Okay, this is another place to stay out as a result of the range bound condition of the market. All right, but when you have a clear trend, you can look for good opportunities. This is another range bound market which you should stay clear from, right? Stay clear of. Okay, but when you have a clear trend, you can look for opportunities. All right, now let us recap the Donchian Breakout System. The first thing is to add the Donchian Channels to your chart, obviously, and adjust the period based on your trading style. Secondly, you use breakouts above the upper band, right? You use breakouts above the upper band as buy signals and breakouts below the lower band as sell signals. And then you combine with volume and moving averages to confirm trends. And then always use stop losses and trailing stops to manage your trades effectively. Okay, now this system is straightforward yet quite effective, especially for traders who want a structured approach to identifying and trading breakouts. All right, so if you found this video helpful, go ahead and hit that like button. It really supports the channel and helps us reach more traders like you. And don't forget to subscribe for more trading tips and strategies. Turn on notifications so you are the first to know when a new video drops. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and as always, happy trading. I will see you in the next video.